Today we are checking out the album Mars by GACKT. Thank you to the user Amplify who ordered this album reaction, and if you would also like to purchase an album reaction, the link is down below. Mars is the first full-length studio album by GACKT, released in the year 2000. I have covered GACKT quite a bit already on the channel, and if you'd like to see my previous GACKT content, the GACKT Reactions playlist is also down below. Before we continue, please like and subscribe, and let's get right into the first song, Aries. Wow, I'm already transfixed. I did read that this is like a made-up language, so he's really just in flow state, expressing himself. Wow, such a soft falsetto. This is so cool. I love the fantastical feeling. Piano. Gently leading us into this imaginary world of wonder. Okay. Asrun Dream. I read that this song is inspired by an anime, Banana Fish. I'm really into the abrupt transition into this track, and I love the vocal melody of this song. Kind of a chaotic mix of sounds, but it works. Like, I love the whispered vocals and the sort of dingy industrial elements. This pulsing kick drum, nice little moment. He's a master at creating an atmosphere. I love that we're moving quickly through ideas, but it's very cohesive. And this is a really cool guitar solo. Lots of playing around with the kick drum and the bass in this song. Really cool. It almost has a sort of like breakbeat feeling. Almost has sort of like a influence from like a electronic band like The Prodigy. A chaotic drum pattern. Great chorus melody. Great vocal performance in general. Oh wow. Loving his vocals here. That transition was kind of crazy, but I liked it. Incredible vocalist. I have one big issue with this song that I'll discuss once it's done. Leading us out with the soft vocal, very nice. So dynamic. And yeah, I found some of these subtitled videos on the Vortex anime channel. I will put a link down below to this playlist if you want to check out the original videos I'm using here. So I thought that was a really great opening track. As far as like the melodies go, the arrangement, the creativity, I think it all hit. Really nice, dramatic, energetic start to the album. My biggest issue is the production, the mix, but I think this is kind of maybe a cultural difference musically. I've noticed when I listen to a lot of Japanese rock, it seems that Japanese musicians like to put the vocals very high in the mix, like right in your face, and the instrumental takes a bit of a back seat. And this mixing sensibility seems to fall into some other Asian rock music I've listened to, like FT Island or some of Jaejoong's later rock productions. I am a big advocate for letting the band through a little more and putting the vocals a little quieter in the mix so that there's more of an equal footing. This mix heavily favors the vocals a little too much in my opinion, because if we're going the rock route, using the power of rock music, let's let the band shine more. And he is such a powerful singer that it's okay to give him a quieter position in the mix because his emotion is bound to come through, his power is bound to come through. So that is just my personal taste. It is starting to dawn on me that that mixing choice seems to be like what Japanese audiences or Japanese musicians favor. So it's not really a objective criticism as far as I can tell, but it is just something that I would prefer, as I'd love to hear more of the band come through for that extra bite in the instrumental. But it's not a comment on the songwriting or his performance, and that's kind of what makes it a little bit extra frustrating, is that the mix isn't quite hitting. But let's move right into the next song, see how that sounds. This song is Emu for My Dear. This is a song dedicated to Kami, who is the deceased drummer from GACKT's former band Malice Miser, who I have heard about. And I believe the next song after this is also dedicated to them. Let's go. An interesting change of atmosphere into very somber, slow moment. Beautiful. The bass and the guitar and the drums are quite prominent here, actually. This mix is way closer to what I prefer. You can see how there's equal footing with his voice and the instruments here. I love this very active riffing. Very heavy song emotionally, certainly. And he's using a little dissonance in the instrumental to evoke that pain too. Very expressive guitar solo here too. Some expressive complexity in the drums and bass. That was a really nice transition. That was really nice. And this song, it uses a very common chord progression, but he's doing a lot with it. He's using this common chord progression and making it his own. Not relying just on the chord progression, but there's so much going on in the instrumental and his vocal. The transition into the fast drum pattern for the chorus has so much impact as well. Really, really makes me well up. Listen to those drums. This is some crazy artistry that I'm listening to here. Really amazing stuff. You can tell he really wanted to do a really amazing tribute musically to his friend. So much time taken to do smooth transitions and make it all work as a cohesive and powerful piece. We're sort of ending as we began. Wow, that was a really good one. And this next song is also dedicated to Kami. This is U and K, U plus K. A little more lighthearted. His music is so cool and sophisticated. Full of such pretty, beautiful ideas. Like this background vocal here. That was a great choice of photo to pair with that vocal melody. He's really belting it out, this catchy chorus. Great synth melody. Now we're getting down to pure silliness. Reminiscing on the silly times he had with Kami and how they would laugh together. That light piano against the chugging guitar riff, then the screaming dissonant guitar on this side. So much going on, but it all is going towards the same message. Simply wonderful. We were in heaven there for a moment. There's an interesting percussive instrument in the background there I can't put my finger on. It's almost like a pot or something. This chorus melody is already stuck in my head. I would still like the band to come through a little more, though I'm getting used to the mix now. It's not bothering me as much as it did in the first song. Like the nature of this synth melody, that could also go down a little bit because it cuts through easily enough. That saw synth sound, it really cuts through the noise. I love that weird playfulness he has in the music. It's awesome. Great album so far. Great album. Vanilla. Okay. This is an excellent switch in atmosphere. I'm taken aback by the infectious groove. Most of what I've heard from him so far is more like cerebral and conceptual than dance-oriented, body-oriented, so I'm into this. Saucy lyrics. Not a dull moment. Love the bass. Every section of the song almost has a slightly different texture. Yeah, like I've arrived at the obvious conclusion that he is a musical genius. It's obvious. Such an appreciation of so many genres just in the few songs we've heard already. This song is such a banger. See, this guitar has a really nice place in the mix. I can hear it. I can hear the solo. The slight country twangs here and there are really, really funny. I like this. Such passion. I love some harmonies here. I think there's room for some backing vocals. This late in the song. That's the only thing I'd say about this, but it's pretty much got everything else. Nice key change. This key change, it's like serving the purpose of the background vocals is a nice development. Some background vocals here would be really nice, but minor complaint, very minor. Super fun. Let's keep it rolling. This is Freesia. OP1 and OP2. I have heard these songs before live, but I've only heard them one time, so I might not remember these, but I remember liking them at least. Yeah, this is the style that I like know him for. This like conceptual, dreamlike, ethereal. Where are we going with it? Incredible vocals. And this will transition into part 2. That I'm pretty sure is just an instrumental. I remember there being like a violin solo or something. Just before we get into this, I did do some Googling to see if I could gather the concept of each of these songs, and I couldn't really find a definite concept for these Freesia tracks. I was looking at the lyrics in part 1. It still seems quite mysterious. It sounded like a bit of a love song. Could be real or fictional. I'm interested about that. Let me know. Let's start this one again, part 2. This is a beautiful bit of space to give our ears a break, but you can hear there's a little bit of tension, keeping us from drifting away too much. Now this blissful bit of tenderness. Certainly seems like a longing. It's incredible how well this album is paced. Each moment leads so beautifully into the next. There's so much thought put into it. And now this virtuosic piano solo, but there's a lot of notes being played here, but they're all being played with that tenderness, the correct dynamics. He's not just slamming on the piano, right? There's a tenderness to these quick-fire notes. Amazing. Amazing. Like, he's able to not overwhelm the audience, but also play around so much as he wants. That's a really hard balance to achieve. Next, we have Illness Illusion. Scary Santa Claus. I'm really interested in the strange horror elements that I'm getting from this song. But the melody is misleadingly pretty. Harmonically, this song is all over the place. There's a lot of darkness offset by a lot of lightness. Little accordion there too. What is this song about? Something about illusions. Yeah, I can kind of get that. I definitely get that from the music. Like, I'm not sure what to make of it. I certainly do get the theme of illusions from this song. Like, as soon as I think I'm being taken somewhere, it takes me somewhere else. There's this weird morphing and shifting going on that is so cool. I'm just in it now. I'm just like vibing along. Interesting. That was an interesting song, and I did enjoy it. And I think I would enjoy it even more on multiple listens. That song, artistically and technically and texturally, it was really interesting. The actual vocal melody itself was not the most interesting part, and it could have been one of the weaker vocal melodies on the album, but still his emotion and personality and character that he puts into it more than makes up for that. Like, I'm finding it very difficult to find issues with this album, to be honest. He's really crawling up there as one of the most impressive Japanese acts that I've ever heard. I'd say personally my favorite Japanese band is probably Unlucky Morpheus, but he's seriously on their heels with this stuff. And they obviously would have been influenced by him a lot. It's becoming apparent to me now. Next we have Mirror, a song that I've also heard before live, I think. So far, the most standard song structure. But a unique sound regardless, like with that beautiful fiddle, the guitar licks, the high-pitched guitar licks. It is probably my least favorite song so far. I can't fault it too much. Just this general atmosphere I don't find that interesting. I get that it's a lighter, more breezy reprieve from some of the darker themes. We're really just in a bit of a celebratory moment here, a more uplifting moment. I'm here for the darkness and the sadness, that's what I'm into. So it's just a personal thing. It's like, this is a perfectly fine song. And I like the fiddle especially, the details and the arrangement, the drums, the guitar riffs. And now we're being blessed with actually quite a sick instrumental. Bit of a Michael Jackson Thriller moment there with that image. In the broad scheme of the music industry, I would never dream of calling the song generic, but just for his standards, I would say it's generic for him. It's rather safe. But serve well as a single. mean, there's still some amazing musicianship on this. I can't hate. Really gaining some points in the last minute of this song. The sound effects bringing in elements of that weird little world he's created on this album. Yeah, definitely not generic. For my least favorite song on the album, there was still a lot of power in that one. A lot of moments that I found very compelling. At this point, one thing I will say is that I'm not getting like Mars from any of this music or any really space-oriented sounds. Now, this album did come out 26 years ago, so maybe my concept of space sounds is a little different than what his would have been at the time. It could be just an aesthetic thing that he found cool for the album cover, to be honest. Next, we have the song Dears. It seems like a song dedicated to his fans. Seems like quite a natural transition from the style of the previous song. We've got those uplifting major chords, the fiddle, there is a 90s alternative rock flair to the previous song and this song. Makes sense, considering the era that this album came out. That transition was pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. The roughest transition on the album by far. Really threw me for a loop. I'm trying to get back into it. Yeah, like this is quite pretty and gorgeous. Back into a very blissful vibe here with this verse and the acoustic guitar and the violin, the combination of everything. That transition was way better. The bass is really an amazing aspect of the arrangement. It's very melodic. Lots going on in the bass work. I think vocally, the vocal melodies are not grabbing me on this one, to be honest. Though he sounds good, as always. It's got a nice driving instrumental that I can groove along to, so I'd say it might be one of my least favorite tracks also. The twists and turns in this one aren't quite as, you know, mind-blowing as what I've been hearing in the previous tracks. And his vocal isn't as mind-blowing either. It's good, but the previous song spoiled it for me a bit. Interesting, some almost whale-like communication sounds there. This is Oasis. First song that's given me a hint of spaciness. Majestic vocal moment there. Good pre-chorus. Where are we going? Interesting. This song is pretty cool. I can't wait to see where it goes. I really like his vocal on this song. The melody is very dynamic from the verse up to the pre-chorus to the chorus. And the subtle percussion driving the really grabs me. Very, very cool song. It's got a hint of like, I think 70s rock. Wasn't that the era when like space rock was kind of a thing? Still we have the underneath. Really makes a difference for me when there's a clear, catchy melody for me to grab onto like this. The mix throughout the album is a little inconsistent. There's something about the mix in the chorus here that could hit a bit harder. Maybe the guitars need to go up a little bit. Maybe the percussion on the bass is too loud, not allowing for the mid-ranges to come through. But compositionally, very good, very good. And it's fading out. I don't like fade outs, they're kind of like whatever to me. Still, I really enjoyed that song. It was very, very cool. I think we're almost at the end now. Yeah, just one more song left. This one is In This Empty Room. It's over 7 minutes long, quite the epic. Let's see how we finish things off here. There's a notable shift towards uplifting, empowering atmospheres, as opposed to some darker, downer stuff towards the start of the album. So I'm wondering if we'll keep going towards the lighter atmosphere with this song, or if we'll be brought back to some of the metal dinginess. That's what I would like, but we'll see. It's got me swaying. He just never runs out of textural ideas. We got some flutes there, I think. A really neat sound in my right ear that I cannot place. Could be some sort of distorted accordion. But it's presented in a way where his voice is always the focus. So there's enough for the casual listener looking for a sweet ballad, and there's also material for the music nerds like myself who want more from a composition, who want deeper layers. So much to enjoy. And even pulling it back to just his voice and the guitar here, after that little mix of sounds, is a nice touch. Nice groove. Amazing musicianship. I should know this, but I'm actually not sure if he plays the guitar or any particular instrument or piano, or if he's just a vocalist that writes the songs. Let me know. I think he does play guitar. Pretty sure I've seen him play the guitar live at least. So, my feelings about this song so far are a little mixed, a little complicated, because obviously the work and care and detail put into the composition and arrangement is just like, there's no end to the things you could point out and discuss in this song. So detailed. The general vibe of it is just not that interesting to me. See how it's so breezy and lighthearted? We're just kind of drifting along. It's so peaceful. There's nothing to be scared of, nothing to be threatened of. That's when I tend to lose a bit of interest and tend to drift off. I think it's because it is the influence of the 90s alternative pop rock, which is a very commercial sound. And therefore, a little overly generic, just in the general vibe of it. But I still have to compliment how beautifully detailed and interesting the small things are. But the bigger picture wouldn't be my favorite material from him. Very subjective. Yeah, beautiful rising violin crescendo. I did actually see that there may be a children's choir in the song. I guess this is the moment. It doesn't sound like a children's choir to me. It sounds like his voice pitched up a little bit and layered. Maybe I don't listen to enough kids' choirs. So I could be mistaken. But I feel like a kids' choir would sound a little bit more naturally light than this. Could be a boys' choir. That's what it could be. This dark twist at the very end has my attention. Okay. We got some very soft sounds at the very end that seemed to allude to like drifting through space. But you saw how much I enjoyed the distorted, dissonant bending of the music towards something almost a little bit more like malicious or mischievous. So I guess that's the sonic direction that I find more compelling than the light, breezy stuff that doesn't really challenge the listener. Which leads me to my overall thoughts. The album is really quite fantastic, thoroughly enjoyable, pretty much back to front. From the song Aries up until Illness Illusion, I was fully invested, fully enjoying myself. I think it's only from the song Mirror onwards that the songwriting took a little bit more of an approachable turn for casual listeners. Let me see what the singles are from this album. I find that really interesting. 3 singles: Vanilla, Mirror, and Oasis. That makes total sense to me. Vanilla, can definitely see that song having single potential, but there's a sexiness to that song that gives it a slight edge over your typical radio-friendly single. And Mirror and Oasis are clear choices for singles. Oasis being my preferred song of those two, and Mirror probably being my least favorite. Though there's no song on this album that is bad. I would say Dears is probably the weakest song on the album. It definitely struck me as the song that could have done with some polish and refinement. However, by and large, this is a stunning piece of work, especially for a debut album. Though to be fair, I think he was a fairly seasoned musician at this point, since he was in the band Malice Miser before he went solo. At least that is what I gather. Like, every single second was just full of passion, really intricate craftsmanship, but despite all that, I'll say this again, a real awareness of keeping the audience engaged. He was able to explore all of his extremes within a really pleasing soundscape. Nothing was too indulgent. It's a well-paced, beautiful piece of work that is also at a reasonable length. I would certainly be happy to cover more of his work on the channel. So let me know if you would enjoy that, and let me know also what you personally think of this album. Let me know if you agree with me or disagree, and if you would like to order your own album reaction, the link is down below. And be sure to check out my previous GACKT content in the GACKT reactions playlist down in the description below too. And if you don't know me, my name is GACKT. I am the composer for the symphonic metal project Valkata. We recently put out a new song called Metallic Us. The link is down below too. I'd love to hear what you think. I am on Patreon if you fancy your own reaction requests, early access, and polls. And there is also a link to my full reaction database spreadsheet if you're curious about all of the other music I've covered on the channel. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Thanks so much and take care.